A never-ending, fruitless, or futile pursuit is called a rat race. The metaphor compares people to rats who attempt vainly for rewards like cheese. It could also describe a fight for superiority in a routine or financially. The phrase is frequently used to describe a demanding and monotonous existence with little opportunity for enjoyment or leisure. To know more about the rat race, just continue watching the video. For more financial content like this, subscribe to our channel, Finance Professor, and also don't forget to hit that bell icon to receive notifications whenever we post a new video. According to a common proverb, wealth is a state of mind. Some individuals think that a lack of resources causes poverty. Others might argue that the rich's spiritual emptiness makes them unhappy. The players of the NBA, baseball, and football all overspend when the money rolls in. The celebrations in life seem to never stop. Las Vegas hotels and Lamborghinis, successive villa parties. Each check is larger than the previous one. They run out of money when the music stops. Someone is there to maintain the vinyl's needle position. Some athletes are from lower class families, and the only escape from the ghetto is via sports. They dribble their way out of the food stamp lines and street shootouts. Alternatively, some grow wealthy. The fortunate become renowned, and virtually all of them continue to think this way. A former NBA player, Isaiah Ryder, was detained on Skid Row in 2008. Mike Tyson filed for bankruptcy. Rapper DMX was a global music superstar who passed away in debt. It's more typical to go from rags to riches and back again than to maintain affluence. You're wealthy if you make $80,000 a year and spend $50,000 on a happy life. What would happen if you invested $30,000 left over in real estate, stock portfolios, and growth assets? In 10 years, you may eventually achieve greater independence. Let's see some of the strategies for escaping the rat race. These strategies resemble pathways for hiking. They differ in difficulty and distance. Most certainly, some are more suited to you than others. On rare occasions, they could cross, causing you to stroll down 2 or more paths simultaneously. And if you desire, you'll have many chances to change the path in the middle of your voyage completely. Starting off with number 1, the status quo strategy. Following the most traveled route is the first step towards escaping the grind. You must work until you pass away or until a company or government program provides you with a level of living that allows you to survive without additional paid employment to succeed. This may equate to working up to Social Security eligibility in the United States or until you've become incapacitated and can no longer work. At this point, you are eligible for help. A portion of the workforce may also consider pensions. Despite a substantial fall in recent years, pension systems are nevertheless provided by governments and certain other significant institutions. Anyone lucky enough to live in a nation with a social safety net for the elderly and handicapped can use it as a realistic plan. Even for those of us pursuing these tactics, there may be times when it's acceptable to fall back on the status quo strategy. Number 2, the portfolio income strategy. The second strategy to avoid the rat race is to build up an investment portfolio that can sustain your standard of living for the foreseeable future. Accelerating your savings rate is the key to this technique. The foundation of all of the wealth is spending less than you make. According to the popular opinion, workers are advised to save 5 to 10% of their after-tax income for retirement. Few people even manage to keep that much. The issue with these low savings rates is that it will take you between 51 and 66 years of employment to save enough money to retire. Practically speaking, saving 5 to 10% for retirement still entails working until you can withdraw via a government or corporate retirement scheme. At higher savings rates, the portfolio income strategy shows strength. Not merely money can be saved by reducing consumption. Before we move on, for more financial content like this, subscribe to Finance Professor. Number 3, the passive income strategy. The third method of escaping the rat race is to generate enough passive income to pay for your daily expenses. Passive income differs from portfolio income because it doesn't need a substantial initial outlay of funds. It takes significant initial time and energy investment to generate passive income. Once they're formed, passive revenue sources don't demand your active participation. Contrary to what its name would imply, passive income usually requires some continuing to work and some to keep it going. Once established, passive income streams may require up to 20 hours per day of continuing effort to complete, fulfill, and deliver payments. Gerber urges entrepreneurs in all enterprises and industries to prioritize working on their business, create reputable processes, and automate or outsource as many tasks as possible, rather than merely exchanging their time for money by working in their firms. You may start creating a variety of passive income sources with little to no money. Number 4. The passive income strategy. The passive income strategy's central idea is to completely avoid the rat race by creating a work environment that you'll never want to leave. Think about the well-known free climber Alex Honnold. He's most famous for scaling Yosemite's 3,000-foot El Capitan wall using just his clothing and a bag of chalk. An incredible feat that may have been the greatest sporting accomplishment ever. Sometimes, purchasing a successful company makes more sense than starting one from scratch. Someone else's rat race could be your passion's income. Many business owners are eager to sell their somewhat successful companies for several reasons: retirement, incapacity, diminishing interest, and more. However, many need help imagining how they would even leave their company because there's no succession plan. Even if you might enjoy your job right now, nothing stays the same forever. Your 20-year-old and 40-year-old self might not find fulfillment in the same line of work. Number 5. The windfall strategy. No means of escaping the rat race captures our culture's collective imagination more than windfalls. Creating a rapid boost in net worth is the sixth strategy for running the rat race. Although unforeseen windfalls are frequently the first thing that comes to mind, the windfall strategy may be intentionally pursued in various ways. A growth-orientated business owner can reinvest all of their profits rather than taking them out immediately to prepare their firm for the future, perhaps a bigger sale. Many businesses provide tiny portions of equity or ownership of the firm as incentives for early workers to attract greater talent that they can initially afford. Yes, the majority of startups do fail. However, even a modest share of ownership in a business that succeeds in going public can provide a sizable profit. For early startup employees, this has often resulted in enormous wealth. Number 6. The sabbatical strategy. The fundamental idea is the same whether you refer to it as sabbatical, mini-retirement, or leave of absence. Creating a short-term reprieve from the grindstone is the focus of our sixth tactic. Many find it intolerable to imagine enduring their rigorous job life for decades with only a week or two of vacation each year. According to Stefan Stagmeister, who gave one of my all-time favorite TED speeches, sometimes the greatest way to get out of the rat race is just to call a break. A sabbatical is the quickest way to escape the rat race than any alternatives we've looked at, especially for individuals suffering from dreadful job lives. The most significant benefit of taking a vacation is the opportunity to step away from the daily grind and appreciate life from a different perspective. Many people use sabbaticals to explore interests and passions that they find difficult to engage in regularly. And number 7, the gratitude adjustment strategy. You feel that negativity and limit your awareness of the positive when you focus on the negative aspects of your life. On the other hand, expressing gratitude for all of the positive aspects in your life might have the exact opposite impact, which will reduce the influence that traumatic experiences have on you. The proper viewpoint may spark a grateful attitude. Your perspective can be improved through gratitude. The advantages of gratitude are both momentary and temporary. Appreciation needs to become a habit for maximum results. That will be all for today though. If you like this video, then please give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to receive notifications. Express your valuable thoughts down in the comment section below and feel free to watch some other videos on our channel. But until then, goodbye.